Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi, Aníbal. How are you? Everything all right?
Yeah, everything all right.
Excellent. So it's Friday. That's good.
Yeah,
Any plans for tomorrow? Not really.
not really. I just stay in my house and practice more.
All right. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Fabricio. Thank you, Jorge, for joining the class. Good evening, guys. Um, let's see. Hopefully, the rest of the people will be here in no time. We have a couple of activities to complete today, right? One of them is it's a listening activity. Another, maybe, I'm not sure, but maybe we are going to skip the reading exercise because I need you to work on a different important topic. If we have time, then we can move to the reading part. If not, you can skip it maybe for other day. But certainly, we're gonna do the listening part, and we're gonna do another activity right now in groups. If not individually, if there are no more people here, we're gonna do it individually. If there are more, then we're gonna be able to pair you up so you can work on that. So let's begin right now. I sent to the WhatsApp two different screenshots of the things that we're gonna do right now, which is this. Let me share them with you right now. So it's this. So we have 6 questions. All right. So 6 questions about the listening, the audio that we are going to listen right now. So we have this one and we have this one. So there are 6. Those questions, you have them in WhatsApp, right? So you have the questions right here. So just to give you an idea, we're gonna play the audio right now. It's like a 4-minute audio, right? So you need to pay close attention to what they are talking about. This is an interview, okay? What you are going to hear or listen to right now is an interview, right? Between 2 people. So again, like close attention to the interview, and then you're going to complete the questions. I mean, let's read the questions so you can have an idea of the information that you need to look for while listening. All right. So we have this one. Okay. So let's see. Question number 1. Aníbal, can you read question number 1 and the options that we have?
4 years ago, Maria worked for a small HR service provider. A, in the B2B sector, B, in the B2C sector, C, in both B2B and B2C sectors.
All right, excellent. Fabricio, can you help us with number 2?
Sure. Maria has been in her current job, A, for 4 years, B, for 3 years, or C, for 1 year.
Excellent, thank you. Jorge, help us with number 3.
Maria's current role is focused A, only on learning and development, B, on a number of HR topics, C, only on payroll, and she wants to do L&D.
L&D. All right, thank you. Now let's continue with question number 4. Help us please, Claudia. Claudia. Claudia, can you hear me? No? All right, so let's continue one more time. Aníbal, number 4, Fabricio, number 5, and Jorge, number 6.
Maria A, did a diploma in L&D 2 years ago. B is doing a diploma in psychology at the moment. C, both options are true.
All right, thank you. Number 5, Grayson.
Maria will need to A. Identify and devise a L&D strategy. B. Devise and implement an L&D strategy. Or C. Implement an L&D strategy that has already been devised.
All right, excellent. And what about number 6?
Number 6, Maria. Option A, we'll hear back from them next week. Option B, has been invited to a second interview next week. Option C, needs to call them next week to find out the next steps.
All right, excellent. So those are the 6 questions that we have. All right. So now let's go with the audio. All right. So let me share right now. I think Claudia is having issues with the microphone, I think, right? So most likely she's going to be able to join in no time. All right. So let me just look for the audio right now. We're going to play it just once. So just be attentive, trying to understand everything you can about the video. All right. So let me, okay. Did it work, Claudia? It didn't work? No, apparently it didn't work. All right, it's okay. We're gonna listen to the audio right now, Claudia. I sent the questions to the WhatsApp. Just make sure to try to answer the questions right now on your end. All right, so let's go. Let me share both the questions and the audio. All right, so those are the questions. Now let's go with the oops, I'm sorry. Give me a moment. Sorry about that. Let's see. Give me just 1 second. I think one of your classmates is texting me. All right, it's okay. Claudia, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now,
Right
yeah,
now,
I can
yeah.
hear you.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
I
All right.
only hear my name, but after
Oh.
that, I can speak and I can hear you again.
All right. Yeah, you could. All right, that's good. So I don't know what. Let's go ahead and do this one first. So this is the audio. All right. So let's just a second. All right. Let's see.
This recording is from the British Council.
Hello, Maria. Thanks for coming in for the interview.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, as you know, the company has been expanding and we have an opening in our HR department. We're creating a new role for someone to lead our training and development within the company.
Yes, I very much think that my skills and experience are a good fit for what you're looking for.
That sounds great. So, your CV looks strong, though it would be good if you could give us an overview, in your own words, of what you've been doing over the past 4 years or so.
Well, in my first job 4 years ago, I was working for a small HR services provider which offered HR services including L&D to corporate clients.
Okay, so it was only B2B?
Yes, we only offered services to other companies, not B2C.
Right. And it says here you then left that company about 3 years ago.
Yes, that's right. I was looking for a little more stability and also to be part of a larger organization. So I joined a company with around 100 staff and a small HR team. As there are only a few of us, we each deal with a range of HR topics. In addition to payroll, one of the areas I was responsible for was learning and development.
I see. And so why do you want to change jobs now?
Well, I very much like the L&D side of my role, and I've always had particularly good feedback for my work in this area. I believe I excel in that field. So I'm looking to specialize, and as your company has around 2,000 people, right?
Yes, that's right.
Well, an organization of this size would give me the scope to specialize in L&D. I'm also a big follower of your brand and feel fully aligned with your image and values.
Well, that all sounds good. And I can see you have an L&D qualification.
Yes, I got a diploma 2 years ago. I am also currently working on a further diploma in psychology with a specific focus on learning and performance management.
Very good. Well, it looks like you have the qualifications and experience we're looking for. What do you think will be the main challenges of coming to a much larger company?
I can see that it might be perceived as a weakness to not have experience in an organization of this size, though I see that it could also be a benefit. I won't be bringing too many preconceived and possibly inflexible ideas with me to the role.
Yes, that would be a good thing.
Also, I'm used to taking a very personal approach to employee development. I realize that such an approach with 2,000 staff members will have to happen in a different way, but I bring many ideas with me that can be replicated on a larger scale.
I see what you mean. Right, so, do you have any questions for me?
I think we've covered many of the areas I had wanted to address. I have 2 quick questions, though.
Go on.
Who would I mostly work with on a daily basis?
Well, there's the HR manager, who you would report to, and then the HR team, which currently has 6 people in it. There's usually an intern or 2 who you can get some support from also.
Okay, thanks. That's all really clear. And my other question is, how performance in this role will be measured? What does success look like?
That's a good question. As you know, we have a performance management system in place, and from that, we have identified some learning and development needs within the organization. But we haven't devised a strategy. Your role would be to devise and then successfully implement this strategy.
Thank you. That sounds interesting.
Great. So, thanks again for coming in today. We'll be discussing all candidates next week, and then I'll get back to you by the end of next week to let you know the outcome.
Thank you for your time. I'd welcome the opportunity to continue discussing this role with you.
All right. All right, that was a long audio with different options right here. So let's go to number 1. So these are the same questions that you had in the screenshots. So let's see. I need one volunteer to read the first question and to provide the answer for that one.
Me, Claudia.
All right, go ahead.
4 years ago, Maria worked for a small HR services provider. I give the option, yeah. Or read all the options.
With this one?
No, I don't know if we need to read all the options
Oh,
or
no,
only
no.
give. No.
Just give me the answer.
Number 1 in the B2B sector.
In the B2B sector, okay, we're gonna check on that later. Let's continue then with number 2. Who wants to go ahead and give me the answer, the question and the answer for number 2?
I can do it.
All right.
Number 2, Maria has been in her current job, and the option I select is the B for 3 years.
For 3 years, all right. Let's continue with the next, then we're gonna check the answers if they are correct or not. Let's continue with this one. Let's see, Fabricio and Claudia already participated, and we have Jorge, Nival, Tatiana, and Heidi. Let's go.
Maria's current role is focused only on learning and development.
So number 1?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you, Tatiana. Let's continue with number 4. Maria, what about?
Maria, yeah, both options are true in this case.
What are the
She
options?
did a
Go ahead.
diploma. She did a diploma and she's doing a diploma of psychology.
All right, psychologist. All right. Let's continue with number 5. So we have Aníbal and Haiti. What about it? Maria will need to. What are the you know, the things or tasks that she will have to do?
I think that implement an L&D strategy that has already been devised.
That has already been devised. Okay, you're telling me that option. Let's go with the next one. And this is the last one here. So Maria, what?
Sorry, I didn't hear the complete audio.
Oh, all right. It's
But
okay.
I can
Don't worry.
guess. I can guess.
All right, let's try.
Okay, Maria needs to call them next week to find out the next steps.
So this is the letter number 3, the third
Number 3.
option.
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if your answers are correct, all of them. So let's click on finish and let's make sure and let's confirm if they are correct or not. And we have 3 out of 6. So we have 60. Let's see. So this one, it's incorrect. What is the correct one for this one, if you remember?
We'll hear back from them next week.
All right, so this one, I cannot modify it. Let's go with this one. All right, what about this one? Maria will need to. Do you remember this one? We can show feedback here. Oh, no, it's not here.
Devise and implement an L&D strategy.
Number 2. Awesome.
Number 2.
Very good. This is correct. Oh, this is wrong. So Maria's current role is focused on. Maria current, the current, not the new one, not the one she's applying to. So the current job, it's focused on what? Learning and development. It's not the right one here. So what is the correct one? What do you think? What do you think about number 2?
It is number 2, a number
It
of
is
HR topics.
excellent. It is number 2 because she's currently working in an HR company. What's HR? What is the meaning of HR? What does it stand for?
Human
Human
resources.
Resources.
All right. What does L&D stand for? L&D,
Learning and development.
learning and development. Do you know what B2B stands for?
Business to business.
Excellent, business to business. And what about B2C?
It's business to customers.
Business to customers. That's good. Good job. Okay, guys. So I think we're gonna skip the reading part, the one that I sent in the WhatsApp. We're gonna skip that part because I need to check something different right now. Do you know the meaning of phrasal verbs? What is that? Who can explain in simple words the meaning of a phrasal verb? If you know the answer for that one. What is a phrasal verb? No? Okay, let's check the structure of a phrasal verb right now, and then we can discuss about it, all right? So let's see here. This is a phrasal verb, and these are used on daily basis, all right? So let's see, a phrasal verb consists of the following. Let's see, Tatiana. What's the structure?
Verb plus participle, a second or third word.
Okay, so we have number 1, we have a verb. Number 2, we have a particle. It can be 1 or it can be 2 particles. Okay, now let's see, Aníbal, help us read the last part where it says the particle.
The particle is the most important word. It affects changes the meaning affects or changes the meaning of the base verb.
Excellent. So, for example, here, we have three verbs. We have it, we have fell, we have put. All right. So the most important part is not the verb, because that is the root. This is a root. So this is not important. What it's important, it's the particle. Why? Because it's this part, the one that affects this verb. All right. So how does it affect it? Well, it changes the meaning of the verb. Okay, it changes. Sometimes it's completely different meaning. All right. So for example, eat, you understand the verb eat. So what is it up? What if I say it up? What is the meaning of if I say eat it up? Eat it up. It's different. If I say, hey, Claudia, eat it. It's different if I say eat it up. So what's the, do you know any idea of what's the meaning of eat up? Any clue? Any guess? Eat up. It's just like eat everything that you have on the plate. Everything, completely. So acábatelo todo, everything. So it's different. Eat, you can leave something, right? And eat it up is completely, all right? So nothing on the plate, on the dish, all right? Another, let me open my this thing right here, all right? So let me give you another example. All right. For example, this one, tell. You know what tell means, right? So that is different if I say tell off. So for example, if I say my mother was telling me off in public. What is telling me off in public? You know the meaning of tell, but if we put the particle off, what does it mean? So it's a total different thing. Tell off is regañar. So my mother was telling me off in public, right? So that's different. Let's see. You know the meaning of turn, you know? Okay, but what is the meaning of turn down? What's the meaning of that? Well, my boss turned down my offer. What is turned down? According to what I just said, what is turned down?
Reject.
Reject, decline, refuse. Excellent. Very good. So that is the importance of phrasal verbs, because you can listen to the verb, but if they have a different particle, it means something completely different. All right. So this is what we're gonna do right now. There are we're gonna do two groups right now. I will assign 3 verbs to each group, okay? Because there will be 3 people in each group, okay? I will assign 3 verbs, and in the next 35 minutes, what you're gonna do is this. You need to look for, listen, at least 5 different phrasal verbs with that verb. If I give you the verb wash, you need to tell me 5 different phrasal verbs with the verb wash, with examples. You need to give me the explanation of that phrasal verb and an example, right? If you need to write a Word document, or if you need to write a PowerPoint presentation, that's good. If not, that's okay, right? So let's see. Let me create the groups right now. So, oh, there are 4. Okay, I mean, one group will be for Claudia, Heidi, Tatiana, and Wendy. All right, the ladies. And another will be for Aníbal, Fabricio, and Jorge. All right, so pay attention, write it down. I'm gonna give you the verbs right now, so you can write them down, all right? So Claudia, Heidi, Tatiana, and Wendy. Your verbs are wash, bring, work, and get. Again, wash, bring, work, and get. Okay, so basically it's one verb per person. And in the Aníbal, Fabricio, and Jorge, you have catch, caught, and hang. H-A-N-G, hang. So again, catch, caught, and hang. All right, ready? So let's go to the breakout rooms.
I have a
Start
question.
working right. I'm sorry?
I have a question. Did you say cat or bat?
Just catch.
Cat. Okay.
Catch. Yeah, catch, caught, hung.
Teacher, sorry, how many different combinations or different phrasal verbs?
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, 5 per verb. Right? So
5 per verb.
very good. So let's go. I'm gonna give you time. If we cannot present today, that's okay. But let's work on the meaning of those phrasal verbs. Let's go, people. Let's go to the breakout rooms right now. You can split the word, you can work individually, and they can put the work together, and you find your own way of working. Let's go.
I was thinking if we can split, each of us take a different verb, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Choose the verbs.
Can I get wash, the first one?
Okay.
Sure. I can, I don't know, whatever. Work. I will take work.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it.
Sorry, Claudia, what?
I'm gonna take it. So in
Get.
that case.
Okay. Claudia gets.
So the last is brain, so I will check that one.
Perfect. So let's check. I'm not sure if who can write the different examples in a PowerPoint maybe to share with the guys when we
I got my 5 phrases. I don't know how you do.
I have 3.
Right.
I was thinking that if we can share the screen, I say I'm sharing my, can you see it?
Yes, yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Perfect. Hmm. Out. Out.
We are going to use the Excel to make the presentation, right?
That would be good. If you can use it, that would be good because it's getting super good.
Okay.
All right.
I have a question. We need to do a presentation like a PPT, or we can use this Excel?
No, it's not necessary. Yeah, it's just this one. It's okay. Just make sure to explain like the phrasal verb and what it means and the example. That's it.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
They need to stop that bad behavior. For example, you can say, cut it up to your children. I am trying to take a nap. If they are making noise, something like that. They also have cut in. This one has three uses. And the first one is enter in a conversation by interrupting. For example, I couldn't have a serious conversation with Barry because my sister keeps cutting in. The second use is when two people are dancing, another person interrupt them to dance with one of them. The one example is, may I cut in? I like to dance with Joanna. And the last use is the cut in line. For example, when you want to enter in the line ahead of other people that already have there. So for example, excuse me, we're really late. Can we cut the line in? Sorry, can we cut in line, please?
That one, excellent. Yeah, that's a very good point. There are some phrasal verbs that you can write them separately, and there are some phrasal verbs that you cannot write them separately. For example, that one, right? The cut in. Can I cut in, right? But there are some, for example, look forward to. That one you cannot write them separately. It's together all the time. Put off. That one you can separate it. Can I put my homework off? Can I put off my homework? So that's separable, right? And then there's those two types of phrasal verbs, separable and non-separable, right? So, but you're doing a great job. So are you done?
Yeah.
All right. So let me check with the girls. I think they are still like brushing up on something right now. Allow me just one moment, all right? All right, ladies, you let me know if you're ready.
Yeah.
I think so.
All right. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Here,
Okay, brain wash work. What's the last verb?
let me, yes.
Get.
Get.
Yeah.
Oh, get. All right, that's good. That's good. Are you good at working in Excel?
No, I think so.
I envy you. I suck at that. I need a teacher for that. All right. Okay, guys, girls, let's go back to the who is going to present? Like who's going to share the presentation?
When I can share my screen and each of us can explain
Each verb.
their verbs. Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Just save it because I'm not sure that we're gonna finish today. Just save
Okay.
it so we can reopen the document on Monday so we can continue. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Excellent. So let's go back to the main one. All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Is everybody here? There is one more people missing. All right. Now we are complete. Very good. So we're not going to have time to explain all of them because there are a lot, but we're going to have time to explain like at least maybe one or two in 10 minutes. All right. So let's begin. I'm going to select the verb and you explain what it means and what the phrasal verbs are for that one. All right. One simple verb can have like 10, 20 phrasal verbs, like the verb get is huge. There are a lot of phrasal verbs with the verb get. All right, so let's begin. Let's see, let's begin with Jorge. What's your verb, Jorge? Explain to us.
Yeah, I picked the verb cut.
Cut, all right.
Yeah, and I found this combination. The first one is cut across.
Okay, if you can, I'm sorry to interrupt you. If you can type the phrasal verb in the chat so we can have a better idea, that will be awesome.
Or can I share my screen with the...
Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so the first one is cut across, and this is used to go across one place instead of round it, right? So to like a shortcut. One example is let's cut across the park on the way home from school. It will be faster.
Good.
Second phrase is cut out or cut it out. And you can use it when someone is having a bad behavior. You can say cut it out to stop that action, right? For example, you can use with your children, cut it out, I am trying to take a nap. if they are making a lot of noise. And then we have cut in, and that is used to interrupt something, right? For example, we can use it in a conversation, or when people are dancing, or we can use it in a line, for example. This one is very interesting, the third use. And as you explain us, this one we cannot separate the word, right? The verb with the particle. And the example is, excuse me, we are really late. Can we cut in line, please, to try to go out faster? Then we have cut off. And the first use is to remove something from something bigger. For example, I cut the tag off my new clothing. And as we can see, this one can be separated, the verb from the particle. Also, it can use to, this one is look like we can interrupt something, right? For example, when we are in the telephone connection and we have a disconnect. So we were cut off in the middle of our conversation.
Can we separate that one? Cut off?
I guess in this case.
Well, in that particular example, maybe not, but we can separate it. We can say, for example, if we are talking over the phone, if we are talking over the phone, I can say, hey, Jorge, you're cutting yourself off. Like I can hear you. Or I can say you're cutting off as well. Go ahead.
Yeah. And this one has a lot of definition. For example, to interrupt also, I tried to explain about the problem, but she cut me off and say she didn't want to hear about it. They separated. Right?
All right. Excellent.
To drive in front of another car suddenly. Yeah. She got angry when another car cut him off on the highway. And the last phrasal verb for cut is cut up. And this is the single one. To cut with scissors into small pieces. Right? The teacher cut the paper up into triangles.
Excellent. Very good. Can you scroll up a little bit, please? Okay, leave it there. Imagine that cut is one thing and just cut off has 5 different meanings. Just that phrasal verb. So imagine how many do we have in total? Ooh, thousands. All right, maybe we're not gonna use. Thank you, Jorge. You can stop sharing. Good job. Excellent. Maybe we're not gonna be able to like use all the words, all the phrasal verbs, and we're not gonna be able to like memorize them all. But let's try in your jobs, in your positions, let's try to use the phrasal verbs that are related to your job positions. So that can bring more like a natural accent and more fluency to you. Very good job. Well explained, Jorge. Congrats on that. Let's see, we only have 4 minutes. Aníbal, you're next.
I have the verb hang, but I don't know if it was hand.
Yep,
or hang.
like H-A-N-G.
Okay. I found 5 examples. The first one is hang about.
All right.
To spend time somewhere, but without doing so much. For example, Jorge doesn't like to read, but he loves to hang about the library. The second one, hang around. It's very similar to the hang about, but it means to stay in one place. For example, I like to hang around the cinema. And the third one that I found is hang back, which means to stay back from something or someone. For example, my father told me to hang back while he checked who was at the door.
Mhm.
Next one is hang up, and it means to end the call. For example, she had to hang up because her mother was angry. And the last one is hang on, which it means to wait. For example, I'm in a call right now, so please hang on just a second.
All right. Hand back, and it's like similar to hold back, like stay there for a moment, right? Hold back, hand back. All right. Now, what is the difference between hang about and hang around? If I say, oh, Cloud, I am angry because Claudia is always hanging about in the office. And what's the difference if I say, oh, Claudia was hanging around in La Gran Via? So what's the difference between hang around and hang about? Well, hang about is like doing nothing at work. Se la pasa haciendo nada en el trabajo. So, and this hang about, like la gente que no le gusta trabajar. Like, for example, right? That's hanging about. So hang around is just like have fun. They were hanging around in Multiplaza because they were going to watch a movie. They were hanging around. So that's the main, yes?
So hang about is like to refer to a lazy person, and hang around is like chill, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Hang about is a lazy person. Hang around is to have fun with people, with friends. All right. Good job, Aníbal. Excellent examples. Good, easy to understand. Guys, we're going to stop right here. On Monday, we're going to continue with Jorge, with the rest of you. Okay, so make sure that you review that for Monday so we can clarify these examples. Good job for today. Enjoy the weekend. Okay, relax, recharge your energies and all that. See you on Monday, which is the last week, basically. All right, so see you. Take care. Until Monday. Bye.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye,
Have a
Heidi.
good weekend. Bye.
Bye.